vain. Why don't you sing along, my friend? For it's our last refrain. Forever young, ever strong, ever brave.
An absolutely fantastic day. In today's Minecraft video, we're back on the latest beta for Minecraft Pocket Edition, the Bedrock version. This is the version 1.17.40.20, available for Android, Windows 10, and Xbox. So I don't typically make more than one beta video on the same beta, but what I share with you today, you really do need to see this. So in today's video, we have some good news, but unfortunately, we also have some bad news as well. If you missed my previous beta video, I covered every single detail on the latest beta, down to bug fixes, tweaks, changes, new introductions, and so much more. I'll leave a link in case you want to check it out. Alrighty, so what was so important, Echo, that you needed to make another video? Well, let me show you. First one's a little bit of a weird one, and only available in the latest beta for Minecraft Bedrock. Secret barrier has been added at Y320. I think it's a bug, but let me show you. Alrighty, so we're just gonna do /TP @P. We're gonna do this, and then we're gonna do, let's just do 329, and then let's do this. And this is gonna take me up, right? Well, watch this, okay? 320. I'm just gonna fall down. There is an invisible barrier.
What the fuck?
It's right here. I got a /game mode S. There's a barrier. I don't know why they've added this. I mean, I guess this is kind of some form of experimental tool that developers have kind of left in by mistake. But if I go /give @P barrier, and I'm holding a barrier block, it's not your ordinary barriers. So yeah, really weird. You can throw ender pearls and stuff through it. So if we try and fly, right, using my elytra, and I go down, you just hit this barrier again. So if I was in survival, which I'm gonna try and do now, and I wanted to go straight down, I think it's generally gonna kill me. So we go to game mode survival, and we go straight down. No, it doesn't kill me. It's honestly, I'm so confused. Regardless, there's a secret barrier. This next bit of news is kind of sad. Third-party shaders are no longer possible. Now, shaders has not been possible on Xbox or Windows 10 or PlayStation for quite some time. And that is because, you see this right here? This is the Render Dragon. This is the new engine that the developers introduced. They introduced this so that the Bedrock version was RTX capable. Now, obviously, it wasn't available on iOS or Android platforms, which meant the third-party shaders were still possible. The Render Dragon, as of this beta, has made it to Android. Render Dragon is a rendering engine used in Bedrock Edition that runs on DirectX and OpenGL. In Bedrock Edition, it is currently available on Windows 10, Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and it's coming to mobile devices. It will be included on all platforms eventually. So you know, all these third-party shaders that you download on mcpdl.com, they're no longer going to work. They're not going to work for iOS, they're not going to work for Android, they're not going to work for Xbox. Basically, the Bedrock version is no longer going to have any form of shaders unless you're running an RTX-capable device. And this is not okay. We need to do something about this. On the official Minecraft feedback website, third-party shader support for Render Dragon nearly has 8,000 votes. I'm going to leave a link down below for this. Go and vote it. If you like shaders, you want free shaders, this needs to be introduced. Let's get this to over 10,000 votes. This is super important to the community. Shaders is a huge part. You shouldn't have to pay for things like RTX. Shout out to Sprinter Max, a very talented coder. He tweeted this saying, RIP shaders on the next build. ARM v7 will start to use Render Dragon on Android phones. But on the ARM v8, it still doesn't have Render Dragon and are able to run shaders. So the developers are testing the Render Dragon on the older versions of Android platforms. Now, at the moment, the details are very vague. I imagine they're doing testing to see which platforms are still able to run the Render Dragon. Now remember, there's been a lot of discontinuation this year, and that is in preparation for Caves and Cliffs, and I expect going forward the developers are going to do even more discontinuation of devices and platforms. It's just inevitable. I made this tweet the other day saying, I bet you at some point in the future, Minecraft Java and Bedrock come together as a whole. A lot of people were responding to it and interested in it. Let me explain the context behind this in today's video. So you know, in both Minecraft versions, whether you're playing the Bedrock version or Java edition, if you typed in the same seed, the seed would be completely different. Well, the developers have changed that as of the latest beta, which is this one, and the latest Java snapshot, which is this one, 21W37A. Let me show you. This is absolutely huge. It started off last night with Prowl tweeting this, saying, come and join me on stream now, because I am speechless. They actually snuck in seed parity between the two versions, making the seed generation on Java and Bedrock basically the exact same. Now when I say the exact same, there's still some minor differences, and this is a work in progress. But you are going to be able to use the same seed on Bedrock Edition and Java Edition, and it's going to be the exact same. Let me show you. The first clue came from Alexander. He is a Minecraft developer. He responded to Prowl and was like, surprise, we've worked very hard on this, but didn't know how far we would get. So I had to keep it a secret. It's still not perfect parity in all aspects, but we're hoping you'll enjoy these improvements. That is absolutely huge. So it's still a work in progress. The seeds are never going to be 100% the exact same, but the developers are working on seed parity regardless of the version you are playing. So let's test this ourselves. I'm going to run Java and Bedrock side by side, the latest snapshot and the latest beta, and the same seed. So let's get a play, let's get a create. If you guys want to do this yourself, you're more than welcome to. I'm going to put the creative for the sake of this, starter chests. We're just going to do the seed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, we're going to do the same seed on both. We're going to do show coordinates, and you do need to have the experimental toggles enabled. I'm going to do daylight cycle and weather cycle, and I'm not going to cut this, I'm just going to speed it up. So it's very important that we focus on the coordinates, because what I have noticed is that you don't typically spawn at the exact same spot. It seems like they're out by like 100 blocks or so. So you can see we're at 32, 17, 32. You can see right in front of me we have a jungle to the left. We have a mountain behind us. We have a river running through here. Quite a lot of flat terrain. We even have a village there. That's going to be a big test in today's video to see if the villages generate at the same time. And we have a flower forest here. Okay, so I'm going to keep this world open, but we're going to move to Java Edition this time. 21W37A, single player, create. We're just going to go to creative, game rules. We're going to do exactly what I just previously did. We're going to have advanced off and off. We're going to go to world options. Seed is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is a little bit laggier. Well, let's create this world. So there you go. Do you see that the coordinates are way off? We're nearly at 200 on Java, and on Bedrock we were like 32, 64, 32. So let's TP to those coordinates. Same coordinate, 32, 70, 32. I'm on Java Edition just to show you, for example, the totems on my left-hand side. But check this out. Yes, there's more trees here, right? But check this out. Same location, exact same jungle, exact same river and flower forest, exact same hill. Here is the side-by-side comparison, right? So I'm gonna go back to, where's the Bedrock version? The Bedrock version. It's the exact same. The versions are the exact same. It's absolutely crazy. This is huge. I need to go and see if that village is there on Java Edition though. So the village is here on Bedrock, but if we move over to Java Edition, the village isn't here. So it's still not 100% perfect in terms of structures and stuff like that. But the terrain, man, it's spot on. The terrain is absolutely spot on. I'm so impressed. A lot of people might be like, what's the big deal? Well, it's a really, really big deal. It honestly is. So again, I'm just here to keep you all updated. That was not mentioned in the official changelog. Sometimes the developers sneak in things, they just don't tell us and we just find out for ourselves. It didn't take long for the community to find out. Like,
Here's to the ones who let shine through the rain, the ones who stood for something more. We won't forget your name.